can pay you guys a visit. I guess I'm already paying loan. What? I just need to send her I can pay her whenever. I need a bill from her or a slip. Invoice. Working lately? Watch me for like a period. You might as well, right? I was just thinking like, I know what I'm doing. Well, my thing is like, if there's a game that I can be at, I'd rather be able to tell someone at 30 straight and not like, it's hard throwing somebody in and leaving than never doing a game. Right? If you've already done like part of the game, then at least you know like, here's replays, here's this, here's that. So, we'll see. Might as well let you play. And this UV's more complicated because I have two cameras. Yeah. Not complicated, it takes time. Yeah, you got this one's easy. Sit there. You look at the clock, turn the clock up and hit the clicker. Because there's not two cameras, right? And honestly, you wouldn't want to do it. There's nothing to click. That's not really good to practice. I got a bar. You can do hockey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the UNB main gym here on the beautiful campus of the University of New Brunswick. Thank you for joining 360 Live's broadcast of ACAA Women's Exhibition Basketball. This game featuring the visiting Crandall Chargers and the home court St. Thomas Tommies. I'm Bill Gibson. I'll be your host here this afternoon. Folks, I believe we're going to have a little ceremony here just before we get the game underway. Probably hear the starters, things as you can imagine, after what we've been through collectively over the last year and a bit. The efforts that have gone into making this game possible, the protocols in the building, things are a little bit different. Certainly the first time for me doing a call with a mask on. So it's going to be a different day today, and it's going to be a day really where the numbers on the scoreboard, we'll talk about them, but they are by far not the most important aspect of today's game.
That side, over there. You see stickers on the back of the chairs, okay?
About 10 seconds left here on the warm-up clock, and then I believe we'll start the ceremonies. Folks, if you are watching along at home and you want to give me a shout out on Twitter, I am on there. As long as my phone battery holds out, I will try to get some mentions in if you do that. So look for me at Billsby, Billsby, Billsby on Twitter. I recently had a tweet out retweeting the broadcast of this game. So if you get some mentions on there in Twitter, I will do my best to get them on the air here for you this afternoon. Let me know your connection to the game, where you're watching from, and I'll do what I can. Starters for Crandall. Number 6, Catch. Number 9 is Emily Briggs. 12 is Samara Barr. 13 is Sydney Balzer. And I believe the last starter is going to be 11, Alexa Rancor from Charlottetown. Starters now for the Tommies. Vanessa Sophie. We'll talk about Sophie's last year of basketball. Senior Madison Owens, number 7. Fellow grad Morgan McCatton, number 9, out of Woodstock. Number 13, Emma Connors. And second-year player out of Moncton and Bernice McNaughton High School, Sam Storty. So starters are set. And here we have O Canada. Looks like we are going right to the jump ball, so the ceremony honoring the seniors obviously was done off court and not on court. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Officials for this afternoon's game, Mr. Matt Tweedy, Mr. Kyle Woodworth, and Mr. Matt Whipple. It'll be Matt Tweedy tossing it up at center. Tip won by the Tommies. Storty to Sophie into the front court. Storty on the drive, finds room, goes glass, and too strong. Taken away by Barr. And it will be Emily Briggs directing traffic in the front court for Crandall. Barr in the corner. That's catch number 6, taken away by Sophie. Sophie one-on-one. Loses a handle. Kicks it back outside to Connors. Connors puts up the 3. Back rim and rebound away by Emily Briggs. Pardon me, Tori Ketch. That's Briggs with the ball. Balzer.
I can't go fast because there's like some motion sickness.
Madison Owens takes it away. Tommies have numbers here. Good run back by Ketch. Connors again with the three. That one is in. Tommies draw first points. Briggs dribbles baseline. Met by two Tommies, tipped by Storty, almost the steal. Briggs puts it up short, rebound by Madison Owens. Owens to Sophie. Push ahead to McCatton, they slow it down for Sophie. McCatton takes the three. It's short, rebound taken away by the Chargers. That's Ketch on the board, Briggs on the handle. Tried the backdoor pass, didn't work. Sophie behind the back dribble, 2-on-2, has McCatton far side. Pulls it back out, good defense there by Crandall to get back. In the corner, Madison Owens on the drive. Sophie the long three, too strong. Out of bounds, that ball will go to Crandall. Spinning in the front court is Kylie Balzer, who was the fifth starter, not Alexa Rancourt. Turnover on the Chargers. McCatton far side. Uses a Storty screen. Finds Connors. Connors puts it up again. That one is nothing but nylon. Connors 6 quick points for the Tommies. Connors 11 last night in a match in Moncton between these same two teams. That one went Stu on the scoreboard, but again, it's not the score. In these exhibition games, it really matters. It's the fact that we can get student athletes on the floor. Foul goes on Storty. Her first, team's first. Nice inbounds play there, and on the drive was Ketch on the miss. Tommies to the front court. Storty wide open. She made a three last night in that game in Moncton, showing off the range. Nice pass inside for Madison Owen, as she will draw the foul. That will go on Tori Ketch. Second year out of Jacksontown, NB. Carleton County, if I know my geography correctly. Ketch started 18 of 18 games last year for the Chargers. Looking back last season just a little bit, Chargers were winless in those 18 starts. Tommies 16-3, first in the regular season. Lost a heartbreaker in the semifinals to King's College. Certainly had a chance to win that one. Really bad shooting game from the line and from behind the arc. Cost them in that one. You bet they've been thinking about that for a long time. And eager to get a few games, even in exhibition. Put that a little farther behind them. That foul will go on number 10, Abby Draper. Draper checked back into the game, or checked into the game for the first time. Along with number 5, Kate Ross. Ross, first year out of Hamilton, Ontario. Draper, in her second year out of Ottawa, lost, of course, most, if not all, of last year. Played in the Ken Gould. Injured the knee, the ACL. You see the brace. Dynamic wing player. I believe she can add a lot, particularly on the defensive end of this Tommies team. And would have been a nice extra part for them last season as they went down the stretch in that close playoff game. Missed by Celine Sturkle, another rookie who has checked in for the Tommies. Tommies with only 4 dressed on the bench for this one. Rebound inside, that's Rancourt, number 11. Barr has it taken away. We're going to get a jump ball here. Number 4 for the Tommies. Kylie Roy. And Kylie, I checked that pronunciation of your last name with Stu Athletics and was told it was Roy. So I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that one correctly. Roy and Ross, the rookie backcourt for the Tommies, bringing the ball up. Draper inside for Ross. Looks for Owens, taken away by the Chargers. That's catch. Pardon me, that's break. 6 and 9 I'm having trouble with on the Chargers here this afternoon, folks. It's the small numbers on the front. In my eyes, I maybe need to clean my glasses a little. Cross court. That's Briggs. Briggs down. Madison Owens goes to the floor, draws a jump ball. Alternating possession leaves that one with Crandall. And timeout on the floor for the Chargers. Folks, I talked a little bit about the pregame ceremony that I was sort of expecting to be on the court. I did trade messages with Coach Connors earlier today, given that the protocol does not allow me to go do anything in the building to interact with Coach Connors. It's come in and come straight to the broadcast position here up high. Usually I have a moment or two to chat with both coaches to get a little take on the game and see if there's anything really to talk about. He did mention the senior ceremony or the grad ceremony for Morgan McCatton. Full year last year with Stu, and of course this year would be her second year in a Tommy's uniform. Started the bulk of the games last year. And Maddie Owens, 5th year player, been a 4-year starter, of course counting this one, starting 50 out of 74 games in a Tommy's uniform, and logging big minutes pretty much from rookie season for the Tommies. Of course, difficult to say goodbye to players like that. And looking forward to next year, in comparison to last year's team, there will only be one returner. That will be Vanessa Sophie. So there'll be big turnover, at least in the starting group for the Tommies, and there will be many teams around the conference after this year's layoff from the team that they were fielding in the last full season. Sturkle on the attempt underneath and taking away its Rancourt. Up and putting it through for the Chargers. I believe that was Tori Ketch. Inside, we're going to have a travel on Madison Owens. She knew it. And folks who were with us in the last year watching the webcast broadcast will note we have a new camera position this year. We're down a little bit lower, a little closer to the action, can see a bit more of the court on the camera. I've upgraded some of the equipment through, of course, a partnership with, I believe it's 360 Live, who is actually doing this broadcast here. I'm not absolutely 100% certain on that, but we are broadcasting on 360 Live. Certainly from my vantage point, I've now got a monitor. We're upgraded here, and it's hopefully coming through at the other end of being an upgraded broadcast, thanks to those who were able to put that together and make that partnership work. Hopefully foul goes on Roy. Subs for the Tommies, 4 out. So we'll reset. 15 is Storty. 14 is first-year player Celine Sturkle out of Moncton. 13 is Connors. Sophie is 6, and Morgan McCatton is 9. And for the Chargers, 21 is Melissa Smith, third-year player out of Rossay. Started 14 of 18 last year. 6 is Ketch. On the line is Rancourt. Averaged double figures as a rookie. 11.7 rebounds. Starting all 18, leading the team. in points last year. Nine is Emily Briggs. And number 8 is Emily Lawrence. Lawrence, a second-year player out of Woodstock. Sturkle out of Moncton High School. Coach Connor's using that Moncton connection for both Stordy and Sturkle in the last couple of years. I bet they had some battles in the high school level. Sturkle can score from just about anywhere. She misses that one from the line. Score is 9-3 Tommies. 3:42 to go here in quarter number 1. Nice move by Rancourt. This is up to Smith. On the far side, that's Briggs. Briggs draws the shooting foul. Foul goes on Vanessa Sophie. Her first, team's 4th. Front rim on the first free throw. Second one is good. Sophie to the front court. Stordy. Sturkle looking for the ball in the post. Pops outside now. Connors on the cut. Taken away by the Chargers. Briggs out of Bath NB directing traffic. That's Rancourt on the drive. Looks for the pass inside. Oh, there was a shot there if they took it. Instead, they work it around and they make the three-pointer. That's Melissa Smith. Smith averaged nearly 5 points a game last year. Travel on Stordy. Samara Barr checking into the game for the Chargers. Barr from Andros, Bahamas. For those fans of, I believe it's HGTV, maybe DIY Network. Familiar with Andros, Bahamas from Island of Bryan. Of course, where he and wife Sarah purchased a resort and redid it. That's where you know the name of Andros. Beautiful, beautiful area. Of course, based on what I've seen only on television. So shout out to the good people of Andros if you are watching along from Bahamas today. We sure wish the state of the world allowed us to do a little bit more visiting to places like that right about now. Stordy with the long three, no good. Rebound by Sydney Balzer, trapped in the corner. There now, back to Balzer. Smith, forward to Barr. Barr, nice pass to Rancourt, and big defense there on the block by Stordy, but right back in Rancourt's hands, and up and in it goes. This Charger team has some building blocks. Rancourt and Barr appear to be a couple of them. And we're tied at 9. Foul there is going to go on Morgan McCatton. And we're going to now be in the bonus. Putting Crandall to the line. Crandall has an opportunity to take their first lead of the game. Chance for the Chargers to go up by 2. Sydney Balzer makes them both. Sophie into the front court. Connors taken away by the Chargers. Rancourt looks inside. Nice pass and good finish on the inside by Sydney Balzer. Chargers on a run here, and it's timeout Tommies. Coach Connors grabs the clipboard. Take this opportunity to talk a little bit about this year's recruiting class for the St. Thomas Tommies. Circle, who we've talked about a little bit, out of Moncton High, scores from anywhere, adds size at over 6 foot, 2-time BNB provincial team member, 2 times Adidas Top 40 camp, and NBI AA All-Star. Kylie Roy, out of St. Malachy's, spent 1 year at UPEI before transferring over here. She's enrolled in the French and Education program at St. Thomas. Kate Ross out of Stony Creek, Ontario. Believe that's near Hamilton. Point guard out of St. Mary's Secondary. She's a good ball handler, good hands, good defender. Enrolled in the arts program here at STU. And one player who, again, I've not had the opportunity to meet. I believe she's on the bench, but not dressed. I think she's been with the program this year. Listed on the roster on the website and was on the game. Was also on the game roster. Is Mary Besselenk. Transfer from the University of Ottawa after 2 years with the GGs. 5'11" athletic wing. Brings a lot of versatility. She's taking religious studies and education. Hopefully after that is her path. We'll talk a little bit about some of the recruits that have been announced for next year as well. And certainly made a point to note all the various degree paths here at St. Thomas. You are interested in both the university and athletics. That's and/or athletics at St. Thomas. Give the Tommies a shout. There's a whole lot of pathways to different professions through St. Thomas. Don't discount them as only an art school. There's lots to offer here. Taken away by the Tommies. Tommies who went up 14-13 on the previous bucket. Storty on the drive. A lot of contact, no call. Coach Connors says you got to call that one way or another, but the referees called neither. And with 30 seconds to go in the quarter, it's the Chargers trailing by 1. Inside, that ball is thrown away. And folks, this is late March. However, what you're going to see here today is more likely to be early October basketball, and I mean that from a stylistic perspective. Although the teams have been practicing all year, it's not game speed. There are always certainly opportunities to improve. And although it won't be pretty basketball, it will be beautiful nonetheless, just to watch these groups get on the floor. Offensive foul called there on the screen. That's going to go on catch. Turnover to the Tommies, 3.9 seconds on the clock. So do they have in their basket of tricks after all this time on the practice floor? The ability to find a play for a good look at the basket here with just a couple seconds to go. Resetting the time clock, I believe it's going to go to 3.9. And there we have 3.9. That's in play, back to McCatton. McCatton over half the long three. Got a decent look at it. It's no good. Probably had an opportunity for another dribble there before they got that one off, but nonetheless a clean shot with a good look. Brings us to the end of the first quarter. Tommies leading the Crandall Chargers by 3, 16-13. Thank you for joining us here on 360 Live. And a big shout out to all those folks who were able to just make this game happen. I know from my own standpoint, from my own standpoint here, my mental state picked up a little bit just with the possibility of there being some games. And I know tremendous effort, just the protocol documents that I saw alone to come into the building for myself and those involved, and the checks at the door, the setup of the gym with the benches on the side that are usually bleachers and the bleachers moved away, the chairs spaced out, the officials protocol, the scorers table spread out with distance between everyone. Tremendous effort for all of those involved in just making this happen. And of course, big shout out and thanks to all of those from myself, also from the entire Tommy's program to allow that to happen. We're looking at a replay of some of the action from that first quarter. A nice pass inside there. McCatton lays it up and in. Great work on the replay. That's a net new feature here to our broadcast. Didn't have that ability here last year, folks. I'm glad to be able to bring you that upgrade. On the court for the Tommies. Same five who started the game. Sophie, Storty, McCatton, Connors, and Madison Owens. Briggs.
That's who we are.
Briggs, Lawrence. Rancourt with the ball there, looks inside for Smith. And Balzer, Sydney Balzer. Pardon me, Kylie Balzer, number 14. The 5 on the court to start the quarter for Crandall. Ball over to the Tommies. Going to be a jump ball situation there. That one should go to the Chargers. Checking in Abby Draper. Out will go Emma Connors. Sure, Abby's family is watching along on the webcast today. Shout out to them. Hello. Pass forward. McCatton. Sophie. Sophie's trapped by 2 Chargers, and that's going to be out of bounds on the inline on McCatton. But Tweedy catches that one. Sub in, Emily Briggs in for Melissa Smith. Kylie Balzer. That's Emily Lawrence. Back for Alexa Rancourt. Cross court. Picked off by Kate Ross. Ross looks ahead, and that's tipped. Abby Draper catches up to that one. Controls it for the Tommies. Owens. Pardon me, that's Storty in the corner. Putting it up. The long shot. Kate Ross. That one is short. (16-13) Tommies, 8:42 to go in quarter number 2. I'm Bill Gibson. We thank you for joining us here on 360 Live. Production today is by Aurora Productions. They are the partner here with St. Thomas, putting on this fine broadcast this afternoon via 360 Live. Tommy's ball in their own backcourt. Ross and Sophie. If you're Kate Ross, you couldn't have much better person to learn from in terms of a point guard in the ACAA than Vanessa Sophie. Inside, that's Rancourt. Back for catch. Catch dribbles against Draper. Hard defense there. Forced to put up the long 3. That bank does not go. McCatton on the fast break on the pass from Sophie. Too strong off the glass. And folks, that's what I meant earlier about getting early October basketball here in late March. In practice, that goes in most of the time. Of course, at game speed against opponents you aren't used to seeing. Get a little too excited and get that one a little too hard. Draper with the tight defense one more time forces up a bad shot. Shot clock issue. It reset when it should not have. So we're going to reset the shot clock to 3 and inbound for the Chargers. Couple subs in. 13 is Sydney Balzer. And Melissa Smith checks back into the game. That's Balzer. Oh, good turnaround move. Get the shot off over Roy. That's Roy to the front court. Looks inside, nice pass for Ross. Not a strong enough pass back out on that from Ross, who was looking for Draper. Good backdoor cut again. Crandall's been using that effectively here a couple times this afternoon. Taken away by Sturkle, she'll dribble. And going to get a blocking call. Celine lucky on that one. That one went block. Not sure she was looking up court the way Coach Connors was looking for. There you see some ads from sponsors on the screen. That one of my favorite ones there. Fredericton Region Solid Waste Commission we just saw come across. The good folks at FRSW. Circle on the offensive glass, puts it up and through for the Tommies. Chargers pushing the pace a little bit, and they score right back at the other end. That's catch. Look at some of these pieces for this Chargers team. Ketch and Rancourt along with Barr. Some pieces here to build off. Sturkle fakes. Takes the 3. Drains that one. 21-15 St. Thomas. 6 minutes to go in second quarter action. Oh, maybe the men of travel there. Not called. Again on the offensive glass is Ketch, and she puts that up and in. That gets Coach Connors in mid-season form looking for a rebounder in Maddie Owens. Just come on in and clean up some of that board work. Circle operates in the post. Circle looking to repost. 4 on the shot clock. Up and banked in by Roy. Folks, again, if you're watching along at home, send me a quick note on Twitter. Let me know where you're watching from. I'll get a mention in if I can. That's at Billsby, Billsby. I know Mr. Brad James from, I guess he's with FRSW himself, but also better known as NB Hoop Report. He's retweeting out there. Hello to Brad if you're watching along. Rebound taken away by the Tommies. Again, that's Roy going to the hoop. She's going to draw the foul. She'll go to the line. Good look forward from Sophie. And, of course, Brad James. Also, I believe the one of the main driving factors behind an opportunity that we'll have starting next year to watch more spring basketball. The formation of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association, and of course he is the president of the Fredericton franchise, or owner of the Fredericton franchise, the Fredericton Freeze. 2 other teams in New Brunswick. St. John Fog and the 506 Elite out of Moncton, 3 teams out of Nova Scotia as well committed to that. Right now, possible more teams. We will have some high-level women's basketball and a new league starting next year. to watch in the spring season. If you're not aware of that, it's been all over the news. Check it out. It's an exciting opportunity for more basketball, and a great opportunity, of course, at the women's level to see maybe some possible pro players, some AOS players, certainly CCAA players participate in that league. Subs in for the Tommies, Connors and Storty coming back in. Draper and Roy going out. 26-17 for Stu. 3:53 to go in quarter number 2. Barr goes glass, nice move. Got that shot high up over Storty. Little board and court action, and there's good defense by Barr. He wasn't looking at the ball, but had the hands in the right place. Knock away that pass, and it's taken up court by the Chargers. Briggs crosses over Connors, finds Barr underneath. Again, just a little too strong, but draws the foul on Storty. Nice look on that one. Samara Barr makes the first. A little too strong in the second. Rebound by Sturkle. Sophie for Storty. Into the corner for Connor. She made 2 earlier, make that 3. Emma Connors, the long-range bomber here for the Tommies this afternoon. Rancourt trapped by 2 Tommies on the baseline. That's Owens and Connors working to force the turnover. Timeout Chargers, 2:55 to play, 29-20 Tommies here in the second quarter. Replay of that last action by the good folks here at Aurora. Storty, Connors, tees up the 3, and there it is. Good ball movement there by the Tommies, finding the open Connors in the corner. Of course, notable losses for this Tommies team. All-Stars Bridget Frazee averaged over 13 a game. Christina Richardson led the team in rebounding with 6.3 boards and another 10.3 points. So nearly 25 points going out of the starting lineup for the Tommies in the loss of those 2 all-star players. And of course, coming back, we talked about her this afternoon a number of times, is Vanessa Sophie. Sophie, who won just about every award possible in the regular season ACAA last year. Defensive Player of the Year, All-Star, MVP, CCAA, All-Canadian. Key cog for this Tommies team. Madison Owens, little power step move, draws the foul. That foul goes on Rancourt, number 11. Sends the 5th-year forward Owens to the line. She calmly makes that one. Pushes the Tommy lead to 10. Owens drains them both. Tommy's dropping back into what looks to be a zone here. Sturkle on the challenge. It's taken away by Storty, knocked away by Barr, and it's going to stay Tommy basketball. Sub in, that's Kylie Balzer coming in for Emily Briggs. Sophie into the front court. Taken away by the Chargers. Nice 2-on-1 executed by Crandall, and finishing is Sydney Balzer. Ahead, that's Madison Owens. Tough catch. She does reel it back in, kicks it back outside. Sturkle with the shake and bake. Passes to Vanessa Sophie, who makes the shot. We're going to count the basket and shoot one. Foul's going to go on Sydney Balzer. 33-22 in favor of the Tommies. Let's look inside Rancourt. Passes to Barr, back to Rancourt. A little too hot, she does control it, but taken away eventually by Madison Owens for Vanessa Sophie. Has Sturkle on the wing. She puts up the three. Too strong, but she draws the foul. We'll be shooting three here for the Tommies. McCatton back in for Storty. And Draper for Madison Owens. 1:32 to go here in quarter number 2. Sturkle on the line shooting three. Clean on all three. She was doing so well, I didn't want to jinx her by saying anything between shots. Briggs for Rancourt. That's Emily Lawrence trapped in the key. Good defense by the Tommies. Take that away. That's Sophie for Sturkle. Sturkle gets it back, puts it up. No shot. That's going to be a foul on the floor. Foul's going to go on Briggs. It's going to be her second. Sends Sturkle back to the line in the bonus to shoot for the Tommies. Sturkle looks near automatic from the line. Of course, as soon as I say that, you know what the result's going to be. Thank you, Celine, for making that fifth in a row. Rancourt on the drive. Counts it, and it goes down. I believe that will go on Sturkle. We're going to shoot one. Under a minute to go here. Sophie checks out. Kylie Roy checks in. McCatton, Draper. Sturkle in the high post. She turns, squares, loses one dribble, now doesn't have it anymore. Not a real big fan of the one dribble. And go nowhere. Foul there on Roy. It's a little indecision in the post that time from Sturkle. Of course, the first-year player. It'll be a bit of a learning curve for sure. Of course, in the second half, I'll look forward a little bit, talk about the recruits that have been announced by this Tommy's team for next year. Looking to go Glasses Rancourt. Taken away by Connors on the rebound. Finds Draper on the wing. Sturkle up top, looking for a cutter. Draper down into the post. McCatton on the far side uses a tricky dribble. Finds Draper. Draper puts up the three, and it's good. Tommy stretching out what was a close game here in the second quarter. And we'll go to halftime with the score, St. Thomas 41, Crandall 24. We'll be back after a short break. Welcome back for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching Aurora Productions and 360 live coverage of ACAA Women's Exhibition Basketball. St. Thomas Tommies leading the Crandall Chargers 41-24 after the first half of play here in this grad game for Morgan McCatton and Madison Owens. It will be McCatton, Owens, Sturkle, Sophie, and Connors to start the second half for the Tommies. Alexa Rancourt, Emily Briggs, Tori Ketch, Samara Barr, and Kylie Balzer starting five for the Chargers. Turnover on Crandall. Sophie works to the paint on the drive. She's blocked and draws a foul on Barr. That's the quickness of Sophie getting to the tin on that one. She'll go to the line. Opportunity for two free ones for Vanessa Sophie. Rattles that one through. Second, clean. Emily Briggs out of Bath NB. Barr for Balzer. Nice drive, kicks baseline. Wasn't able to catch that in the shooting position, but a good cut there from Rancourt. She'll draw the foul. Foul goes on Connors. Basket is good. Alexa Rancourt to shoot one. Rancourt, as mentioned in the first half, strong rookie campaign for the Charlottetown PEI product. Connors in the post, calls for the ball, kicks out to Sophie. Wide open look at three. Well executed play there by the Tommies, and Sophie drains it. Sturkle gives up the baseline drive, but recovers for the block. Forward for McCatton. Little stop and jumper from the right side for Morgan McCatton. Tommies extend the lead past 20, 48-27. Balzer on the drive, looks for the backdoor baseline cut, taken away by McCatton. Numbers for the Tommies. Sophie on the feed for McCatton, and it's a layup. Quick timeout by the Chargers as the Tommies turn up the defensive heat here in the second half of this one. Coach Connors with some words to daughter Emma. And of course, it's a unique relationship between coach, player, father, daughter, and the separation that you put in that. And in trading messages with Coach Connors earlier, he wanted to extend thanks to all of the parents for putting faith in him to look after and still coach this team through the pandemic. And of course, keep supporting Stu basketball as the parents of this team do, and they do at all teams at the varsity level. I'm sure if we were covering the men's scrimmage following this one, that Coach Hickey on the men's side would say the same thing. We are not covering that. That's only a scrimmage, not a full exhibition game. But thank you on behalf of Coach Connors to the parents. Certainly an easy decision, certainly looking back on where we were going into last school year. The beginning of September seems an eon ago, and all that we've been through since. And kudos, of course, to the coaching staff of the Tommies. Coach Connors along with Kathleen Johnson and Ray Compass. Compass joining the team this year. For all they've been able to do with this Tommy's team. Emma Connors with another make. And say the same thing on the Crandall's Charger side, and of course all the student athlete coaches, parents right across this conference who has been able to have some play, at least at the exhibition level. It's been pretty amazing to see what goes into it and make it happen. Bar to the line. I believe that foul also went on Connors. No, that went on Sophie, her second. Bar out of Andros, Bahamas. A little too strong on the first. And also on the second, doesn't get the shooter's roll on the rim, but it's an offensive rebound for the Chargers, but taken away on the steal by Sophie. That's why she was Defensive Player of the Year last year. Sophie had the three look, doesn't take it into the post for Sturkle. Sturkle shake and bake move again. Finds Madison Owens for the three on the pass from Morgan McCatton. #23 is Sarah McCormick for the Chargers, taken away again by Vanessa Sophie. Sophie against McCormick, and Sophie lays it up and in lefty. Little burst from the Tommies. Extend the halftime lead. 57-29. Rebound taken away by McCatton, who stepped on the end line. Lots of subs all over for that one, so fresh four for the Tommies. McCatton stays, the rest go to the bench. Deflected away by Ross, but the loose ball picked up by McCormick. Spin move by Balzer, who goes off glass and in. Sydney Balzer, nice move there and finish at the rim. Roy for Draper. Morgan McCatton puts up the three. It looks good, but no, it's short. And Roy can't get the rebound inside. Out of bounds to the Chargers. Sydney Balzer again on the take, but that time blocked by Storty. Jump ball with Barr. We're going to stay with Crandall on the jump ball. Good hustle by Barr to tie up Storty on that one after the nice block by the former Highlander. Shot clock stays at 12 on that one. Deep inbounds pass. On the drive is Kylie Balzer. Taken away on the rebound and controlled by the Tommies. That's Roy. And picking up the foul will be Sydney Balzer, number 13. Pardon me, that one on 23, not 13. Sarah McCormick. Storty into the post for Roy. Looks to spin on Smith. Back outside, pump fake by Storty. She shoots the three, doesn't make that one front rim. But it's Kate Ross on the rebound inside for McCatton. Barr again with the quick hands. Draper loses the handle, but Draper on the drive kicks it up and almost gets it to go off glass. That foul will go on Barr. Draper goes to the line. Good on the first. Just as good on the second. Foul on the Tommies. That's going to go on McCatton. She looked at referee Matt Tweedy like she wasn't sure about that one. Good foul call. McCormick, first year out of Bedeck, Nova Scotia. I lost a hat once in Bedeck. It's on the chair of a pizza restaurant there. It's a story for another day. And blocked by Draper. Good defense by Abby Draper. Impressive display this afternoon from Draper on the defensive end for sure. McCatton. That's Draper with a good hustle on the floor. Keeps the ball for the Tommies. For Ross. Look to pass inside to Storty. Another jump ball. This one will go to the Tommies. 4 to shoot. He got a good look there and got a foul on the three-pointer. That's Kylie Roy, former St. Malachy Saint, who goes to the line. Talked about the recruits this year: Sturkle, Roy, Ross, Besselink. A couple others that were named in the recruiting class, but of course, I haven't got a chance to talk to Coach Connors to see about those 2 recruits and whether they just didn't make it to school this year or other reasons. However, we'll leave those names out and now talk about a little bit about next year's recruiting class. Alyssa Jeffrey, 5'7" guard out of Sussex. This is father Spencer, played with Fred. Alyssa will be taking Psych and Crim. Abby Ringdeneen, multi-sport athlete out of St. John High School. 5-time provincial BNB team member, 4 Adidas top 40 camps. Team MVP of that Greyhound team. Wants to do an undergrad and then a B.Ed here at STU. Potential 5-year career there for Abby Ringdeneen. Lauren Ensnevel out of Heartland High, coming in as a dual sport athlete for the Tommies. She's a soccer keeper. Will add size at over 6 foot or around 6 foot to this Tommies team. She's a 2-time female varsity athlete of the year at Heartland High School. Been to the Final 12 twice with 1 win. And will be taking criminology. And the final recruit, speak about Alina Ross, cross-country recruit all the way from Claremont High in Victoria, BC. Storty misses that one. Ross, of course, no opportunity to set foot on campus, did as many people are doing. Virtual recruiting session. And to the players' credit, of course, the current Tommies participate in that, and Mary Besselink, who I don't believe will get a chance to actually put on a Tommies jersey this year. I don't believe she played in the exhibition game last night. However, has, I believe, been part of the team, was one of the key members in that recruiting pitch for Alina Ross. So good-looking recruiting batch coming in for the Tommies on top of this year's strong recruiting class. Very different looking Tommies team we shall see. Of course, will be the same for all teams across the ACAA. If and when we get back to a normal season next year. Tommies 64-31, 66-31 on that make. Outside for McCormack. Sydney balls are too strong. Rebound by Kate Ross. Ross will look to push the pace a little bit. She looks forward. Storty puts up the three. In rhythm, it goes. That's a good look for Storty in that rhythm. Storty again. 1-on-2. She'll slow this one down. Back outside for Roy. Cross-court pass for the open Kate Ross. Front rim's that long distance three. And that's taken away by Emily Briggs, fourth-year player for the Chargers. Pass into the post. Rancourt guarded by Connors and taken away by the quick hands of Kate Ross. Ross 1-on-2. Ross is going to go left side, look to go off glass, doesn't get it to go, but gets the board. Draper in the corner for Roy. Nice look inside to the wide open Storty, who finishes. Good ball movement there by the Tommies and good hustle by Ross after going 1-on-2 to collect her own rebound. Looks like we're going to get 3 or 4 subs again here for the Tommies after this timeout. That last bucket stretched the lead for St. Thomas, and again the score matters a lot less than the fact that we get a little bit of reward for the student athletes after a long season of practice. Here on the rebound, we'll see the good ball movement. Watch for Storty here on the cut. She's wide open inside, left all alone, and good look by the Tommies as they finish that one. Great replay from the folks here at Aurora Productions. You're watching ACAA basketball on 360 Live. I'm Bill Gibson. Thanks for following along at home today. Very pleased to be able to bring this broadcast to you. And folks, as I mentioned earlier, I count myself among the very few who get to see live local competitive basketball this season. As I mentioned earlier, just lifted my spirits just to have the opportunity to think about being able to do and see some live local basketball and knock a little bit of the rust off the play-by-play skills here this afternoon. Chargers out of the huddle. On the floor, 12 is Barr, 14 is Kylie Balzer. Emily Briggs, Alexa Rancourt, and Sydney Balzer. For the Tommies, Draper, Sturkle, Madison Owens, Emma Connors, and Vanessa Sophie. Sturkle loses a handle on the dribble, goes down, taken away by the Chargers, up for Rancourt. Nice pass inside for Briggs. Nice ball movement there by the Chargers, and a good pass from Briggs. Balzer could not finish. Nice passing play. Chargers inbound, 16 on the shot clock. Look for the pass baseline to Sydney Balzer. A little too hot through her hands. Sophie into the front court. Crossover. Kicks to the corner for Madison Owens. Kicks back outside. Draper for the three. She's short on that. We have a Crandall player down in the key. Can't get a look at who exactly that is. I believe that might be 13, Sydney Balzer. Who's down. I didn't see the cause of that injury. Not exactly sure what happened on that play. Impact the player on the court again. My vantage spot is about the same as the cameras. Can't exactly identify who that is. Take ample time here on this possible injury. I believe that might be a blow to the head is the possible issue here. That does indeed look like number 13, Sydney Balzer. See if we can tell anything by the looks of some of the attention she's getting there on the sideline. Probably blow to the head on that one. Always want to be careful with that. Good defense again by Draper, who just rips the ball away from Kylie Balzer. Into the front court, Celine Sturkle. Connors. Back to Sturkle, had Draper on the cut. But instead it's Madison Owens on the drive. She puts it up. Nice use of the left hand there by Owens to put that in lefty. The savvy senior. Foul will go on Sturkle, her second. Team's fourth. 20 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Emily Lawrence on the drive. Nice finish for Lawrence. And good play by Sophie not to commit the foul on that one. Of course, Coach Connors would rather see the player Sophie stay in front of her. Opposite. Time expires here at the end of quarter number 3. Tommy 73, Chargers 33 in this exhibition basketball action. I'm Bill Gibson, you're watching ACAA exhibition basketball. Just now on our graphic on screen as AUS. This is ACAA. Here's that play. Nice finish there by Madison Owens with the left hand. Great replay. Folks at Aurora Productions. And certainly from my vantage point here, folks, this is an upgrade on the, and this is no offense to the great people who were doing the webcast here last year. This is definitely upgraded technology that we are working with, and certainly a little bit of adjustment to me to get used to having replay again after not having replay in the past. And I think you're seeing a little better quality image and just a little bit beefed up production. Certainly happy to be part of it here today. Lots of viewing options this weekend in terms of the sports world if baseball gears up. Women's and men's NCAA tournament. Few big games there down to the Sweet 16 happening. And of course NHL, NBA all on the go. Happy that you're choosing to watch this exhibition game here on 360 Live. And as I said, leading off the score, or leading off this broadcast or webcast, the numbers on the scoreboard aren't the most important thing. It's the ability for these players to get in a few games and to be able to have the 2 seniors recognized today get a game on their home court as their Tommy career comes to a close. There's one there in Madison Owens. She misses on that move. And the other one, of course, Morgan McCadden. Deflected away by Draper. Draper has been all over the court defensively here for the Tommies. That's Draper. Smart move there to pull it back out. Cross court Connors. Connors open for the 3. Nearly her 4th 3 of the game, but it's rebounded by Sturkle, who puts it up and in. Nice move by Sturkle. As I said, she can score from anywhere. She could in high school. No reason why she won't be able to do that at this level. Of course, as all rookies, there will be a learning curve. There'll be mistakes. There'll be a big adjustment to the speed of play. But expect that she could have a very productive Tommy's career, certainly from a scoring standpoint. Owens on the drive for Sophie. Sophie puts up the three. Jammed on the rim in that one, taken away by the Chargers. And it's Emily Briggs walking it to the front court. Rebound whipped away by Sturkle. She'll do the behind the back dribble. Nice move inside, up and under by Madison Owens. 8:10 to go here in quarter number 4. Tommies and Chargers knocked away by Sturkle. Sturkle directing traffic back to Sophie. Draper in the post, now screens for Sophie. Sturkle, the deep three, she puts it up. Taken away by the Chargers. On the drive, Rancourt looks to pass, but it's picked off by Madison Owens. Sturkle 1-on-5, and she's going to draw the offensive foul. Kyle Woodworth calls that one. Woodworth, the coach, of course, himself. Coaches Ozine Harvey, and also was a coach of the bronze medal winning the Brunswick men team. Of course, won the bronze here on home court just across the parking lot at the Curry Center a couple years ago in the under-17 nationals. Or 17 and under nationals. Always get those numbers. Briggs, long shot, no good. Jump ball. Good hustle by Roy for the Tommies. And Emily Lawrence. Lawrence, another product out of Carleton County. Checking into the game. Satasia Miller, first year out of Halifax, 5'2" guard, number 20 for Crandall. Briggs dribbling in the corner. And that was Miller who put one up with the shot clock winding down. Kate Ross with the nice move to by Miller, and beautiful pass inside for Storty. Storty with the turnaround jumper, no good, taken away by Barr. And Briggs will once again walk it up for Crandall. Nice little move off the glass by Emily Lawrence. Long shot missed by the Tommies, rebound by Barr. Barr has been impressive to me here this afternoon on the board work. Physical play, certainly something the Chargers can use. Rancourt. Owens may have got a piece of that one on the way up. However, it is going back to the Tommies. 5:50 to go here in quarter number 4. Big body contact there. That's Briggs and Roy. Kate Ross to inbound for Roy. She's wide open. She's going to drive. A little too strong, but gets her own rebound. Nice pass inside for McCatton. I think Roy may have had a better look to just put that one back up maybe than McCatton. However, attempted the pass. Tommies keep the ball. That is Roy. Ross in the post for Owens. Roy with the shot. Rebound, good hustle by McCatton in the post. Miller, but it's knocked away by Roy. Into the corner for McCatton. She puts it up. A little too strong again on the offensive boards of the Tommies. That's Storty. Owens on the far side. She's going to drive. She's going to go lefty. It doesn't go. That rebound finally taken away by the Chargers. That was Emily Lawrence on the board. Emily Briggs will walk it up again. Nice cut and pass. Emily to Emily. Briggs to Lawrence. Bath NB and Woodstock NB connect on that one. And Lawrence is able to finish. A few strong plays in a row from Emily Lawrence here on the offensive end for the Chargers. Little push off on the arm there. Briggs may have sold that one really well. And that foul goes on Kylie Roy. Good to see Coach Connors on the far sideline. Just good to see coaches back in action. In the post, McCatton had Owens on the cut, didn't use it. But it's Storty who was wide open. Way too long with that three. Out of bounds off the Tommies, 4:20 to go. And go back to the Chargers. They work against the Tommy zone. Tied up. That does go back to the Tommies. McCatton up, good. Nice pass inside. And again, that was Lawrence who missed on that one. But a great cut and great catch. Barr going hard to the floor on that play. But she may have hit her head there for a second the way she was holding it. However, jumps right back up. Sophie, Connors, and Sturkle. In for the Tommies. Ross, Storty, and Roy to the bench. And folks, I should mention as this one's winding down, I did talk a lot about Tommy recruits this year, next year, and the Tommies. Did do some research on the Crandall Chargers, and not a lot available on the website in terms of recruits, so that's why I'm not able to talk about that. I just don't have that information. Or I would try to talk about the Chargers a little bit more than I have here today. Not trying to be a total homer, I guess is all I'm saying. Sturkle misses the spin move, rebound by Briggs. And we'll go the other way. Miller puts it up. Nice looking shot, it bounces around but doesn't go down. McCatton on the porch for Sturkle. Sturkle against Barr. Sturkle puts it up and it almost goes down, but not quite. Just under 3 to play in this one. Tommy's on the scoreboard by a wide margin. However, means nothing in terms of standings, means everything in terms of rewarding these players for sticking with it. Would have been very, very easy for any of these folks at the start of the year to say, it doesn't look like we're going to play, and then of course, when it looked like it was January and January didn't happen, to say, you know what, I just want to take my shoes and go home for the year. Stuck it out, and to be able to get some late season action way beyond what a normal regular season would have ended a month or more ago. Got action in late March. Miller out. Rachel Leland checks in for the Chargers. Leland in her second year out of Moncton. Averaged a point and a rebound a game last year for the Chargers. Tommy's worked the ball inside at Sturkle, operating in the post. She goes glass and in. That bodes well for this Tommy's program. Sturkle comfortable operating in the post like that. Nice move by Rancourt. Connors. Owens on the rebound, no good. McCatton kicks it back out to Connors. Vanessa Sophie. Celine Sturkle. Cross court, McCatton. She's going to be forced to put up the three. It's no good, but rebound by Madison Owens. Celine Sturkle shoots the three. A little short on that one. And Emma Connors picks up the foul. 1:43 to play. Coach Connors has both McCatton and Owens on the court. And that's a round of applause for both of those players as they go out for what appears to be the final time in a St. Thomas uniform. Not aware of any other exhibition games the Tommies have scheduled. Would not quote me on that one. However, it's probably certainly the final home game, as it is the grad game for those two. Very deserving round of applause. And I'm sure based on the basketball and education they hear at Tommy's, both have gone to do great things. Rebound by the Chargers. Ahead it's Briggs. Missing the three, knocked out by the Chargers. It will go to the Tommies. .110 to play here in quarter number 4. This one winds to a close. Been all Tommies on the scoreboard. Chargers kept it close until partway through the second quarter. Tommies went on a big run here, particularly in the second half. Again, just the ability to play here this afternoon is the critical factor. Leland for Rancourt. Stopped at the top of the key. 7 on the shot clock. 37 on the game clock. Out of bounds to the Tommies. 34.1 seconds to play in this one. And thanks again on behalf of Coach Connors to parents of all the players for trusting him and the program to coach them, look after them through this pandemic that we have been going through. Well, he appreciates all of the support, as do all student athletes from the coaches they get and their parents as well. Chargers will walk it up. Time will run out on this one. The final score will be 82-42 in favor of the Tommies, but again, the score does not really matter in this one. I'm Bill Gibson. Again, this has been Grad Day for the Tommies. Madison Owens and Morgan McCatton. They walk away with a few more points in their Tommies career and another exhibition win at least under their belts and move on from the Tommies program. Thanks for watching this one. It's been fun.